FXBros.
Yeah, sure. Hear me there. Okay. So we are coming from a deep sell. We did take out the lows of the previous week, Monday morning, and I'm not sure where I was on Monday morning. I think I was still moving stuff around and finalizing everything. Yeah, I was dropping my key off, but that was the extreme area to take profit for sales. And right now we back close to my stop loss up here, 64.43. But them birds again.
My fault, bro. I just woke up.
You good? So I know we here.
I ain't even hit my damn 8:30 alarm.
Nah, it's good. I'm just not getting on here.
Yeah, I got up for 7, but I went back to sleep. I seen boy kept saying 9 o'clock, 9:50.
I know. When I got closer to what you call them, the traffic just got thick, and I was like, I'm gonna get here when I get there.
Yeah, like perfect timing. Cause I literally just woke up. I'm like, man, why the alarm ain't go off yet? Nigga, look at the clock. That bitch said 9:30. I said, oh.
Stupid.
I said, I done missed the live and everything. He go to turn that bit off early when I was out.
Oh man.
My boy ain't even get on that bit yet. I said, all right, cool. Everything looked like it. That damn gap, boy. They still pushing off them gaps. That shit crazy. That's what I said last time, boy. When that shit gap, just go with the gap, dog. Don't even worry about the close. I mean, the filling of the gap. Just go with it. Whatever way that big gap that way for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, what you talking about? Sunday gapping open?
Yeah, when that shit just be gapping open like that on a weekday, on the first day of the week type shit, I just be like, man, that shit gap for a reason. Sometimes you just gotta go with it, find out.
Right. Yeah,
I still don't like that shit.
I'm about to get out of this. I was still holding sales, boy. I'm kind of mad I've been holding for so long because I missed 2 opportunities to get out. Yesterday morning, I ain't even get out at none of this shit.
But you was in themselves?
Hell yeah. And that was my opportunity to get out, but I wasn't looking at the charts then around. It was 10. So,
bro, that shit be happening, bro. That happened to me with gold.
Yeah.
Except it came back. My stupid ass shit just held my position. But yeah, same thing happened to me with gold. I had opportunity to get out with like the dollar negative, $1, $2. I wound up getting out like $26. And I was watching and I'm knowing that bit about to go back that way. So I'm just like, let me, get out. But I had wound up start doing something else. And came back, I'm down. I'm like, man, I knew I should have got out.
Yeah, see.
But I should have just held the play.
Once I saw my equity size, I should have got out. That's what I was like. But I was like, I don't know what the hell I was doing. I must have been busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, AU starting to push back up. So that means the dollar is turning around, but dollar done went all the way to 101. And I got the area marked up.
Damn.
That was the area of interest.
So that been going down now?
I mean, not really, no. It's going up, but it's kind of in a pullback right now, looking at the daily. But it came right to that price I was talking about.
Yeah, so the dollar turning around, especially with them tariff wars what they sending me. S&P 500 races losses from 2025 as NVIDIA leads tech.
Yeah, NVIDIA, but I've been getting notifications on my phone every day from NVIDIA.
Yeah, NASDAQ going busting right now.
Every day, up 5%. I'm
That's
like,
been,
God dang.
You're right. That's been Ethereum, but
Man. Lyft pulling back, but Lyft got to be a good ass buy. They can fill that gap. I don't know if it's gonna come back. $14, $13.
something told me to be trading them cryptos over the weekend too. We made some good bread.
Yeah.
At least this weekend.
Still ain't reached them highs just yet, but
what number is that?
it's at 103. But
same spot. I think right. It's hovering.
When they made the high though, the high of what was that? 108.3.
Yeah.
It started from 70,000.
70, yeah, that bitch went up.
And went all the way to 103. Right now, we currently starting from, I would say, a low from the 80,000, maybe around 90. It's pushed up into 85. Yeah, I
think that's crazy. That bitch really
123.
Took off with no remorse. So them bitch, when that bitch be ready, that bitch be ready. You gotta identify them lows and realize that shit done broke the low.
Right.
I mean, rejected the low.
And it didn't. I mean, Bitcoin never really created a low. Like you said, it kept breaking it, then it ran up. Like it wasn't no double bottom, triple bottom.
Like it went into the last consolidation area, I think.
Yeah.
Went to the last like structural area, I think. Let me see, because it kind of, if it tried, it got close.
All the way down to 72.
Yeah, it tried. It got close.
Mm-hmm.
It basically just broke that low for people that were trying to buy early, and then it went and it broke structure, and then
right,
fake out sales.
75,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's the dollar?
Still.
Can't wait till my left $1 gap. But it could keep going up. Dollar keep going up, and you will keep selling.
I don't mean the goddamn thing, brother.
I really don't. Boy, it's picking up the most. Golly.
What, the dollar? AU.
Yeah, AU. I'm out.
He said I'm out.
No, for real.
Damn. Wait, it broke the trend line like that?
Yeah. I'm
Damn.
out. I'm not about to play with them. The volume is
I bet at like, is that like 60, 64, 50 something, 50, 64, 60.
Yeah. I bought again. When you bought,
I can't even see the numbers. I just know the areas at this point.
Right.
That's crazy. Nigga kept buying right there. That's why I know that down. Trying to get a nigga.
Facts.
You trying to get a nigga, right? Nigga got life. Nigga got 3 strikes going on life. But you want to fool with a brother.
But that was one of your lines for the movie?
Man, that was baby boy, goof ass. But you want to fool with a brother, right? Brother got 3
Right.
strikes going on life. But you want to fool with a brother. You don't remember that?
I don't know, but I seen that movie like the last time I seen it was the year after it came out.
For real?
Yeah, man.
Oh, man, baby boy, classic. Nigga, I seen that movie so many times.
Now I was watching Menace to Society and
Facts.
New Jack City like every day last week for some reason.
All right.
I was watching that. I was watching what's the other one?
What's the New Jack City line?
Stupid.
Cause they got something too in that bitch.
Nah, they really do. They got a whole lot of lines for that shit.
Right. I just can't think of that. I ain't watched that as much. That's funny. But I still watched that bit multiple times.
Yeah. But South Central, I'm watching that.
Hell yeah. I had to turn into a demon on that riding that thing. Turn into a demon. Yeah, start shit turning around and shit.
That boy said, I am my brother's keeper.
That's a funny movie.
Nah, for real. What you got in? Oh, 64.29?
64.50.
Oh, you got the breakout right there, the trend line. See,
I'm not in though. I was
mad. I was mad I didn't take profit at the previous weekly low sweep. But I was up so much, and I'll be hating that. I think because I'd be so holding a trade for over a week, and you just be in profit, but you don't realize, like, bro, when you up 150 pips on AU, man, take that. You ain't about to go 300 without a pullback first, or even 100. That's like we only got what 62, 63.
Look, without a fire pullback.
Facts, and that's what we getting right now. Because I mean, looking at the 4 hour, this candle right here is gonna break structure if it close above it. We got 2 hours left for this 4 hour close. So this is a very important candle. Actually, the 4 hour and the current 1 hour is full of a lot of importance, and they was already pushing buys last night before midnight during the Asian Australian session. And then we got consolidated, and then we pushed higher for news, which kind of making me think that the news was already engineered overnight, and this is just running liquidity. And if that's the case, we'll see what happens when it crosses 64.60. Rid of 64.65. If it closes above there, then yeah, whoever in buy is good. But if it reject that, I'm selling that. I'm going to sell that.
I have to brush my teeth right quick. That bitch busting. Let's see. Damn, gold busting not too. That bitch done made it back to 32.47.
Oh, that was that buy price.
Right.
Where it dropped to?
It
made it
30,
back to that
32.20, 32.19 area.
Well, they got a trend line down there too. They got it's a daily a daily trend line that I had drawn up that is probably trying to reach for.
I think I see. I had let that one go because it had got broke a long time ago.
When in April?
Yeah,
Man, that wasn't
April
no break.
2nd.
That was a peak.
I still got the weekly timeline on there. I mean, that weekly trend line, it still got to drop too, but that daily, it's right there on it, like under it.
I
Look
don't
like,
really
I don't know.
I don't really
I took it
classify a
off.
trend line a break until you get a open, high, low, and close underneath or above the trend line, whatever is breaking, and that candle not touching the trend line. Like that's when it breaks for me. Like how it broke through, but if you see the next candle, it wicked up and touched that line, and then the next candle traded right back up. Like, I mean, it broke, but
It
it's more
broke
of a
it. It
fake out.
went right to the weekly trend line that I got drawn. It went
Oh,
right
okay.
there. It couldn't break below that on the daily. It dozed it above it, and then it tried to break through it again the next day. But that bitch had a huge green bar.
Yeah, I see it.
And that's like a weekly trend line I have drawn. That bitch, and that's to the wick. And that bitch, they ain't playing with that one. That one can't get broke. But let me see that daily one you talking about.
Horizontal line, and it matches up right with structure.
We
right
get
here.
a fire 4-hour close by like 12 in this area. That'll be some good buys.
I'm calling 31, 30, just to make it easy. That's probably gonna be the next for buys for gold. Like it let it drop down now. Well, honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. It might. The fact that it broke it once, it might do that dumb shit again. Slightly though. So 3100 to 3130. Up in that area, I'm thinking gold will drop.
You think that bitch gonna come back down there?
I think so. I mean, well,
as
before
if we
it
get
does,
a close. We can't get a close under that
I'm about to
daily.
Say, yeah,
On
if
the
we
8-hour or the 4-hour, if you look at that 8-hour, 4-hour, that bitch, it dropped under that bitch one time, but it can't close ever since that one time it closed under that type shit.
Yeah, I see what
it
you're
keep
talking
on popping back up.
Right.
Even on the 4-hour. Now the 8-hour didn't close under that not one time.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I'm looking at that.
True, it has to break that before it goes to the trend line. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, to the next one.
It's holding.
The next trend line would be like way at like 31, like you said, 31.30, 31.20. That bit go down there. That's the next trend line. I definitely buy from there. Easy buys, easy calls.
No, facts.
All the way up. All the way back to the top from right there. Making new highs. That's at least how I see it. Possible. Man.
New York.
In New York.
That's when it broke the trend line. Right when news came out. That was what we had CPI news today for USD. Inflation rate.
To be honest.
Password. And we ain't had too much change. Hey, bear.
Good morning.
How
y'all feeling this morning?
Inflation. Inflation rate.
Thought I lost my joint. If it was in the house.
Inflation
Jerome
rate.
Powell speaking this week.
Yeah, I think Thursday. Yeah, Thursday at 7:40 in the morning. Like he waking up early or something. Not sure why. I think it's tomorrow. PPI, retail sales, initial jobless. Okay, yeah. Look at AU bus, boy, yeah. Great buys on that one, G. Look at NASDAQ.
Look at NASDAQ.
Oh Lord,
it jumped up 800-900 over
what the
since
hell,
Sunday,
boy?
bro. It actually gapped up, so it really jumped up by the rack.
I
since
see
Sunday.
that. Oh my God, that was May 11th.
Yeah, that bitch been shooting.
Dang. I got a dotted line right here where it's at. I don't know what this is for. But for some reason, I got it drawn up there.
Yeah, that's
Right.
crazy.
That's crazy. I remember this. I drew this breakout. I had this breakout range on NAS in January.
Yeah.
And did a fake out to the upside and sold up, and now we back in that range. 21.
Got the highs. Went right back to the highs. They knew it was gonna come back. It's just about a matter of when. But they made that shit happen so fast, dog. The way that bitch be popping up, like, be seeming like that bitch. It's hard to catch them pullbacks sometimes, cause them bitches just pull that bitch off and pull it back and take off.
Yeah.
Sometimes, so that's why you just gotta be ready. Like I had called
the
them
liquidation
lows
they taking on it though. Like
on NASDAQ
every lead
last week. Yeah, them bitches going every time they
have a pullback, they have another pullback to take that one out, and then it go up. Like it did it 3 times in a row. On this run.
That's why I don't be fucking with them, dog. Cause they like to pull that bitch back 4 times, and you'll be in hella negative, and then they'll take that bitch off. So you just gotta sit through that negative shit.
That or buy the breakout.
Buy the bottoms.
Which one is the bottom?
Buy the lows. You could kind of tell, like you buy the low where previously, like even with gold, have been previously bought. If you see it previously bought heavy at a certain area and it's back to that area, or it's sold heavy at a certain area and it's back to that area, do the same thing that bitch did. Because 9 times out of 10 is just gonna repeat what it did last time. So if it say it went to like, I don't know, I'm just thinking of a number, like 32.40, then that bitch shot up to like 33.40, and then now it's back at 32, but it did it fast, like in 1 8-hour type shit. Then that bitch now is right back at 32.40. If I'm about to buy that bitch again and let that bitch go back to 33.40 and hold that bitch throughout the whole ride. Because, you know what I'm saying, just put that close stop on it.
If NVIDIA and all them doing, I wonder what Microsoft and them been doing lately, and Amazon. So I don't really have them on my watch list. Probably should.
Microsoft. Oh, I don't know.
Like everybody's going crazy.
Yeah, it's a great time, bro.
NVIDIA don't even have earnings out yet. Boy, they about to go through the roof. Their earnings on a 28th.
You know, with them lifting them tariffs, bro.
Yeah.
That's what's really. See, you gotta just be paying attention. It's really that simple. They lift them tariffs, just get in right now. Don't even matter. You heard the news. You heard me. Wait through any pullback or whatever. You know which way it's going. It really like that. Be that simple. But it's gonna pull back.
You said what?
The news that gave it to us.
Alibaba grows in AI and semiconductor chip development. That's crazy. They said NVIDIA got competition with Alibaba now.
Alibaba, that's the Chinese.
Yeah, that's like where they be selling stuff.
The website for buy stuff from China.
Yeah.
Now that's crazy.
Oh, Chris.
That's crazy. Yup. Man, what a dishwasher liquid that means. Just doing a little bit of grocery shop for home
I'm
supplies.
trying to run like Hawaii and Alibaba. That's crazy. TSM talking about up 3% down there. After U.S. and China tariff suspension reaching 180-fold, boosting a 7% increase.
Dishwasher. There we go.
So when did they said that on Sunday, right? About the tariffs? That was Sunday night or Monday morning? And I know that was this week that popped
That
up.
was Sunday, bro. That was soon man. It was when the markets opened and it gapped up already. They were basically explaining the gap, brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? After it happened already.
Why you say we
The
got
market
90
opened
days?
up with a gap. Who, me?
No, Scully
Oh
said
yeah.
we got 90 days to run it up. I don't know what you mean.
Probably about to go into a breakout for 90 days. A nice little
Nah, I know
trend for
90 days
like
was
3 months.
the pause. He was gonna have a 90-day pause on something on the tariffs. That was So what you saying? 90 days he gonna run it back up, increase the tariff?
What I'll be forgetting I got my joint in my ear and everything. I'll be just walking into places. It's good though.
Just like the one on this side, I got a button.
Oh, yep.
It's better than having a whole backwood or something. Yeah.
Nah, facts. I just got some
What's
joint.
a hold for 90 days for use as a catalyst? So what he holding? Holding back on the increase? Or are they canceled?
Appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Ooh.
I don't know. I look into the news a little bit harder. See. It's gonna be uncertain though. Volatile uncertain. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, man, break it down, bro. What you was talking about?
No, I was y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
No, so it's like they they pretty much came to some sort of agreement. You could put quotes on that because it's only for 90 days, like meaning like
Oh,
it's just a hope for these 90 days. So when those days are over, then they go come back and
that's what
revisit.
I'm saying though. But he already did 90 days when he said he gonna do tariffs, and then he jumped back and said I'm gonna do a 90-day pause. So he did a 90-day again.
Well,
Like how
with
many
with
90
that
days we got to wait for?
that was just going back and forth though. Like that wasn't no for certain thing, and
And
he
then
was
they didn't
just
even do the whole 90 days.
No.
exactly. Exactly.
So
But they like this is the first time they have said that China and US have reached an agreement. Usually when you reach an
Mm-hmm.
agreement, the deal is done. What the fuck is a
Right.
90-day agreement? You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So you got 90 days
to
and
shake the
then
markets up some more. Like
pretty
that's what
much
you really
so
yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be volatile, but
Like a
you're gonna
fall.
have it's gonna be uncertain. So it won't be in like one straight direction,
I got you.
which is good though. You got multiple opportunities, but yeah, that's what I mean by like, you got 90 days of some nice volume that's gonna come in for all markets too, because we see what Bitcoin doing and what the stock market is doing. Um, Walmart got their earnings coming up this week, by the way, so
Yeah,
I'm
they
thinking
about to
about
make $1
doubling
trillion.
down.
That's what they earn is about to say.
I'm about
One
to double
trillion.
down. That's a fact. I'm about to double down on that shit.
That's how people be in that damn store. 1 trillion,
Mm-hmm.
boy. High 46.61.6.
Well, man, it's
High
Walmart.
46.61.9.
What do you want from me?
I don't know.
So he's saying 90 days of what?
Of them to determine if they gonna go with what they already agreed on.
Yeah. You ever
That's like
for real
buying a
talk?
car and be like, you got 90 days and you can bring it
The
back or give your
warranty on
money
that
back.
month.
Now ain't no
Mm-hmm.
warranty. You just got 90 days. So you go run the mileage up. And then in 89 days, if you don't want it, I give y'all your money back.
He can still go run the mileage up on
No, for real.
it.
That's what Jay was talking about. Running the markets up. Like they about to do all kind of stuff in the market. Then they'll be like, all right, we back on
Oh,
150%.
and then pull
And then it's
it
gonna
back.
tank again. Yep.
Get out.
Yeah.
They
They
know.
gonna get. Yep.
I'd be like,
It's
you
really gonna be like
bitches.
that.
You know, that's why I hop in sales right now. I need that, man.
I'm cursing shit out there.
Nah, for real.
Boy, fuck y'all.
You hop in
Nah, I'm
sales?
just kidding though.
AU just swept. It just created a new weekly high. It just swept Monday's high. I don't really believe in this push up.
But where's the reversal? Like, where's your signal to get in on a 5 minute?
I just got in. Oh yeah,
No.
the sweep of the high. So it was no time frame. It was just the price.
Mm-hmm.
But it could still go up. It could still go up. But I just got in right quick.
It's gonna go up.
Yeah. I
I mean,
believe so. I mean,
we
the
are
daily.
swimming. I'm
We
swimming on the
put it like
15.
this: the daily has to stay above these double highs on these wicks. So that's one thing the daily got to do. I mean, they don't have to, but it'll be nice. And then the next thing for that is the previous weekly high that it hadn't
Family
ran yet.
dollar.
It didn't run the previous weekly high yet, so
I know what I want. I ain't got no time to play game.
it's a lot of resistance at 64.63, 64.64. So we definitely got to break that on the 4 hour. If we break that on the 4 hour, then yeah, buys are continuing. If not, it's questionable because it ran up all that it needed to run. Like it's no inefficiency to the left side. So the next thing it got to run is the previous weekly high. And at 1 hour,
But the reason why is so it swept the weekly lows though, and now we going up to fill last week's wick on the high. I see
yes,
nothing but clean traffic to do that.
supposedly. But I know the market likes to, make multiple positions, if you will. So the fact that it went up this high, how many people you think getting in the buys right now? And how much liquidity is that to reverse the market and go down? You feel
That's
me?
true. How
So
far down can it go? Like where your targets at?
that's a good question. If this was a fake out, a big fake out, then obviously it could go all the way down to the lows. But other than that, I would, just to be safe, I want to see how it reacts around 64.15. That 1 hour 1 hour
64,
consolidation.
15. Okay.
Basically the high that bearish 4 hour candle that rejected that trend line.
Gotcha. And your stop losses is where?
My stop loss is going to be probably like 64.75, but overall it's going to be determined on how fast and how much volume we push higher. If we put it like this, the way this 1 hour closed, the previous 1 hour that just closed, then this next one better close just like it or half its size. I don't see no weak candles right now because weak candles gonna let me know that this is a high and it's about to reverse. But if I see a big bullish green candle, then yeah, I was wrong.
The bullish green candle just happened at one at the
I know that,
just
but that's
closed.
news. We still pushing off of news though, so that's what I'm saying. This next candle that's forming now has to be bullish. Like, I don't want to see no pullback. Like,
CPI is a monthly high news.
Yes.
So it's not like it's Donald Trump tweet news or fucking
no,
retail. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
And I think CPI news was already engineered during the Asian session last night. I think that bullish push, I think that was them starting the reversal for the news.
Right.
And now we got that bullish push at what, the 7? Yeah, 7. We got the bullish push 7:30 when the news came out. Slight reversal at 9, but it rejected the trend line. Then we got a big push up, and it broke through the 50% range like nothing. So yeah, it should be it should still be going up. But if it don't, I will have a great entry. That's all I'm saying.
Thanks. No, I feel you.
Yeah. I wouldn't have done this at the 50% range, looking at that wick all the way to the other side. I'd be like, no, I ain't about to get in right here. Yeah. I know it's still got a wick to go up. So, but right now, yeah, it's anybody's game. It could keep going up with no hesitation to the previous weekly high, and then keep going up to the opposite side of that trend line, which is crazy. That because it ain't touched that. We ain't touched that since October last year. So but granted, it's a falling wedge that I got. So it's gonna go smaller and smaller as we go into the future. And I really could delete this whole, because we already done broke down and tested that pandemic gap. So, but I'm gonna leave it up.
I jumped on late. When you started the live?
I started late. Yeah, I started super late.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
Yeah, Scoob said the same thing. He was like, I thought y'all was over with. I started late.
No, that's all good. So I don't know if you looked at the dollar. How is that looking? Like, is that telling you like, yeah, I could see that reversing? Because we talked before, the dollar was showing you the move first. I'll give you a hint or some shit, but and what I'm trying to get to is just understand that, like, I know you're really good with the counter trends,
right?
And it makes sense. I mean, right now you are selling at the highs, but it's like it's so many, when there are so many highs that are being made on a lot of different time frames. It's like, where is the high? Like, what is it? You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like, coming from that rejection on the daily, it has every right to go up all the way to like what,
the fact that it was like the daily candle started at 4 p.m. yesterday, right? And then from that open, let me see, 4 p.m. Shit, the open, it was a bullish engulfing on a 1 hour, if I'm not mistaken. Or that's how it closed. I think that's how yesterday's candle closed, I think. Let me look at the daily. Because I know we had a wick to the bottom on both of them candles. But one didn't go as low. Let's see what the low is. The low is 63, 61. So that'll be 63, 61. So that'll be that. Okay, yeah. I see it now. So 1700. So yeah, we did create a bearish engulfing, but that was a fake out. It didn't hold no weight. So that was the wick down right there, right when the market, well, it wasn't at the market open, but it was right at 8 o'clock. It wicked down on the 1 hour, and then we ran all the way up during Asian and Australian session, kind of going to pre-London. And London didn't do nothing. London, it was consolidating the whole. We didn't get the bullish push until news came out. Now, the fact that news broke back up, because it was consolidated all London. It could have sold off, but it could have went up. But if you drew a consolidation box around what London did on a 1 hour, you see that you know, it pushed up. And then it retraced back the second hour at 8 o'clock. It retraced back down to that consolidation box and closed. And now this additional hour, the previous one, had a large amount of volume, and not only from a retest, but pushed back above the 50% range and pretty much created the new high for the week. So it did a lot. They rejected that trend line after what news did, pushed all the way up. So it's bullish. Everybody want to get in buys. So the whole world is buying. And it just took out, not by much, but the previous, the current weekly high, because that was a high on Monday at 2 a.m. So London wicked up, and it was crazy because that was a crazy ass wick. I really don't know why it wicked up like that. That was weird, but it did on Monday morning. So price was looking for that, and I was like, okay, let me see. If we continue up, put it like this, I would be out the market if the same size of this current candle on 1 hour, if it was green and it was bullish. That let me know that the buyers are here and they ain't going nowhere. And this bullish 9 hour candle, 9 o'clock candle is valid. It's a valid candle. If we turn up bullish, but right now you see it's pulling back.
Well, if you go to the 4 hour, you'll see that, like I've been preaching, the damn previous
and the 4 hour ain't closed.
Previous sell.
The 4 hour
was a
didn't close
previous sell in this area.
Right.
Go to the 4 hour right quick.
I got it up.
And that's the 4 hour.
Mm-hmm.
You see that high, that wick that to the left? You see how it shot all the way down? Yeah, we went there. And now is that a previous? This is what I was just talking about. You see previous sell when that bitch sold off strong last time, it was right there. Facts. So there's a possibility that it's gonna do it again and go right back to the same spot.
I ain't look at that like that, but you're right. I didn't look at it like that, but I
that's what I was preaching earlier. But I usually like to do that with the trend.
It did.
But it
this
really
4 hour
don't matter.
Close yet too. So this 4 hour did not close yet. We still don't know if this 4 hour is gonna close like it is right now or under the 50% level of previous week. And if it does close at 50%, that's even more sales. Then the next 4 hour could be a bearish engulfing. You know, and all this could be right or wrong, but
if I would agree if the weekly wasn't in a bullish trend.
The weekly, true. I do see that.
And then it's CPI. Like I said,
I'm gonna say this.
CPI, it rarely gets faded. If it does, it'll be like a week or two after.
Right. I see what you're saying. You're right.
And these are Trump markets. Like, I think people are still trying to get a feel of these markets. Like, because you can't, you know what I'm saying? When you want a wild horse, nigga, you just gotta hold on and as long as you can. That's how rodeo is.
Yeah.
You know, you can win a damn rodeo tournament being on that bitch for 5 seconds.
Nah, it's
just a different type of market, which is why, like you said, if you up a certain amount of pips, nigga, like lately, it's been like 20 or 30 for me. I'm like, fuck that, I'm locking it in because the shit been coming back around too much. And if it does do that, fuck it, take that, go to sleep comfortably, and wake up the next session, and I can probably get back in again. You know.
Right.
But then you also got to think about how heavy am I? Is this like a tester trade? Am I in heavy? You know, and treated as such. You know, I'm not gonna put, you know what I'm saying, a heavy trade in when it's not worth it. Like if we up by 30, I'm not gonna play stuff. You know what I'm saying? His hand hurt. I need direction.
Right.
But shit, if it's like crunch time, yeah, I need all my people in. Hurt or not, nigga, we in the playoffs.
Well, I think on this situation, everybody right, because of where the market is a crucial level. Yeah, it could be sales from here, but ultimately, yes, it's buys. Like I'm really kind of, just mad I wasn't locked in, but I know I was moving and shit, but I didn't catch buys yesterday afternoon. And took profit on sales, but also caught buys. Like, and I probably wouldn't caught it kind of Monday afternoon, but the confirmation was like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock last night. That was the confirmation for buys. And I missed that. I was asleep actually. I was knocked up. I went to sleep. I took a nap at 2 o'clock and woke up at midnight.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because I called your bitch ass at a perfect time. I'm like, oh, okay, 7, 8 o'clock. Yeah, I know he usually gonna be up. That
Man,
boy,
hell no.
oh
I
my
was
God.
crashed, bro. Cause previous of me sleeping, I was up like 36 hours. I had drove, came back, did my last bit of moving, came over by mom and shit, ate, kicked it, and then I was like, you know what, I still got to go out and get it. So I went out and I drove again. I came back and then I was like, okay, yeah, I'm done. Let me go take a rest. But yeah, I didn't know I was going to sleep for 10 hours. Out of there. But yeah, man, it's like I said, this candle should continue bullish from here on out, but it's gonna tell me a lot if it don't. But overall, I really want to be more patient, and kind of wait for this 4 hour. But I don't really see the 4 hour pulling back all the way to 50% range. 64.42. But well, really ain't number 16 pips though. It looked like it's a lot on the charts, but there really ain't much.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see. See how it play out. What you trying to look for buys? You going for the previous weekly high since we already swept the low?
Yes.
Gotcha.
I'm locking in. I'm up 27 pips. So I'm locking in 20 on this because, like I said, it was a pretty big move. It was CPI. If it
Facts.
comes down, get me out at 20. And then what it's going to, if it comes down right now, it's going to continue to retest, hopefully, come Asian session or whatnot. And then I can get back in on some more buys because what it's going to do is leave wicks to fill. So I'm not really tripping if it comes down. I'm tripping if it comes down and I don't take profit. That's where that shit got to stop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree.
It has to stop, man.
These
Did you
GJ buys look good.
DJ?
Yeah.
I definitely want to start looking at when I start, but I think EU too is a really good pair with the tariffs being on hold. Like that's
Or
probably like
EU?
a three.
Or EU was gold. That
That's what I'm
was a
saying.
gold pair. That been following gold to the T.
So
Damn it.
like if you want to get in the EU um buys and hold that for, I'm looking at that also. I'm looking to hold that for some months. So
Yeah, it's
actually,
probably
I'm
a
about to
good
get in.
pullback
I'm about to get in
area.
right now. I'm
Yeah, it
getting
looks
in
like a
right
good
now as
pullback
my
area for
tester.
buys.
That's
Yep.
a fact. Every week I'm gonna add on to that, and just hold it, let it ride.
Because it did a fire pullback, so it's actually a
And
nice
it came right
spot.
back to a little zone I was looking at too.
It's above. It
Yeah,
broke above a zone
Yeah,
at
yeah.
1.11,
looks really good.
1.113, 1.114.
Yep, it looks really
Now we
good.
push it.
And the dollar, as far as the dollar go, we just need more sales. And this EU will continue to go up. And right now, the dollar is pulling back from them highs.
Damn,
One
Nasdaq
on
still trying to
150.
push.
I ain't think it was gonna go that high, but when did they push? That was
Let's
last night,
see.
Monday. See what I'm saying? Last
Yeah,
night on Monday. What was that Monday? Let me see. So I don't think we pushed hard.
let's see.
Monday at 3 a.m.
I want to see what this 15-minute close like on EU because it's kind of trying to doji out. It's probably going to give us some drops, and we could probably buy at 1.114.
Wait.
I'm down.
I'm
I'll double.
thinking.
Yeah, like I said, I'll double down on it.
Yeah, 1.114 would be a great buy. If it goes down that way, it's just dojing right now. That's why I said that.
Yeah,
Let me
I
see.
went on ahead. I got in as a little tester, just so I'm in the I'm in the water, and I'll start inviting my friends once I know that it look good.
Right.
The
No,
water
it look
good.
good. The water's fine, guys.
The water's fine. Yeah.
Now, one thing I do want to point out when you talking about the dollar and AU, if you
To the
look
back,
at
to the house.
if you look at AU at 3 a.m. on Monday, you see that wick that we basically rejecting right now. We filled it, but now we're starting to reject it slightly. That was 3 in the morning or 2 in the morning, to be exact.
Damn.
On Monday, you see that wick, right?
On
a holiday. You could, yeah.
You talking about
on AU
63.5? 63.54? Somewhere in there? Like 63.5, 63.6?
No, the wick went all the way to 64, 61. On 2 a.m. on Monday.
Oh, you talking about when it was dropping?
It went where it closed bearish, but it wicked all the way up.
Yeah, it wicked to where 646, huh?
Pretty much
where we at right now. Yeah. That's what I was telling you. That's why it was good sales from that. Because it went all the way. It went there before, and then it just broke previously.
And look at and go look at the dollar that same time. 2 a.m. on a dollar.
That be doing some whole other shit.
Like the dollar that have no wicks. It's strong, bullish
momentum, yeah. Straight bullish action.
And now we see the dollar falling, kind of relatively normal, right? No crazy candle. But look at the AU and their previous hour. Look how strong that one is. It's like it's kind of like.
So you thinking it's gonna pull? These are two pullbacks.
At least kind of, yeah. It's gonna have some kind of pullback. I mean, that's a strong push on AU, but it's I'm still overall bullish. I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, I'm about to put the house on sale.
I'm about to get in that EU now. That bitch busted.
And just keep adding to it. Like, don't you know what I'm saying? Put a little because it's gonna run for months. I'm telling you, bro. We got a smooth summertime. Fuck the beach. You know what I'm saying? Like,
fuck the beach.
Run that shit up. Run that shit up, nigga. And then come wintertime when niggas freezing and shit, yeah, we taking trips to Turks.
Nah,
for real, bro.
But I'm just saying though, in the future, that's how that shit is done, bro. Like, niggas don't be trying to be making money during holiday time like everybody else. Oh, let me work overtime so I can get presents and go on trips. Like, fuck that, dog. That's the damn rat race.
Let me get up out of here.
Right.
Yeah, nigga, when it's hot, be in the kitchen. Don't try and fucking be in the cool water splashing around like everything okay. Like, man, because you know hurricane season right after that shit. Like, come on, yo.
Hurricane season. Oh, yeah, never mind.
Niggas be partying down. And then when the shit happen, they be like, oh, man, I can't stand New Orleans. I'm like, nigga, this shit happen every year. Like, nigga. And it ain't like granted, you know, sometimes it be really bad. And then, yeah, that's a natural disaster. That's terrible. But for the most part, nigga, you get a bad storm, you know what I'm saying? Nigga might gotta evacuate and shit like that. Save up, you know, a good 1 to 5,000 every year and just sit that to the side, nigga. That's a damn hurricane fund. But no, we don't do that.
And be happy when it don't when you don't have to use it. Now you could go put that money in the stock market and
Yep. That's a fact.
No, for real.
I mean, gold buys, man, EU buy, GJ buy. Let's go. Let's run that shit up.
Running. No, real talk. Real talk, nigga. If I didn't get
Nah,
on this live, I wouldn't have saw that move.
nice. That's
Which
what's
one, the
up.
EU?
Yeah, because when I get to where I be working, I was like, man, these niggas live, and then yeah,
Yeah,
that just made me get into the chart.
Nah,
you
facts.
know we live. I wanted to go live Monday, goddamn. I'm like, man, we ain't do nothing Sunday.
Yeah, Monday was nice. Yeah, Monday was nice.
Yeah, I was looking at that
That's
shit.
when
I'm
the
like, bro,
news.
this look
That's
like
when
a
that
good
news
time
was
to.
made.
Yeah, if we would
When
have, yeah, we would have went live on Monday. I would have been way better than the position I'm in right now.
them boys did that damn like we talked about. Them boys made that deal on the weekend, so the market was already like primed, primed
Yeah,
to run up.
right. They didn't announce that
Okay,
news
we got.
on Monday at 8:30.
Right.
They did it a whole day before.
And they actually like he was out there. Like they travel, they go talk. Like niggas be acting like it, because they higher ups or they elites, they don't do regular shit. No, nigga, they call, text, hey bro, you want to meet up and talk this shit out? Like it's literally that legit. But we
Mm-hmm.
get so caught up into the craziness. It's just like, no, these niggas are playing a fucking game. Like it's
Right.
scripted. Why did Dallas get the number one fucking pick? But that's a whole nother story. Like it's
Come on,
scripted.
man. You already know
It's
why.
it's
Because we want
scripted, bro.
Cooper.
No, y'all niggas cheated. Y'all niggas got money and y'all cashed the NBA out. Y'all are one of the richest. Y'all and Dallas Cowboys. Y'all the most richest corrupt motherfuckers. Nigga, when New Orleans was supposed to get that boy Coop, man. Stop playing, bro.
Man, I got Zion, but that would have been fire. Zion and Cooper Flag on the same team.
No, you
Ooh,
know, you know who we trying to get now?
ooh.
Uh, fucking Ja, because Zion and Ja, they grew up together. They've been playing ball since they was in
Well, we
middle
get
school.
Ja is
Boy,
over.
it's oh boy,
It's
I'm moving back to New Orleans if y'all get Ja on
it,
that.
it's
Bitch,
it's gonna be.
Nah, for real, I'm moving back. Like I'm gonna live with somebody, but I'm moving back.
get the fuck out. That nigga said, bitch, I'm moving back to New Orleans. Nigga is going to them games, boy. What?
You ain't never lying,
Wait, so
boy.
where this
Yeah,
rumor come from?
I'm about to say where that
they
came from.
so it was talks about it. You know what I'm saying? Because Zion, even though a lot of people talking about them being traded, we already made that move with Brandon Ingram, and it was pretty much him or Zion. But now that we
Right,
know what happened, and they cashed out with Brandon because Bi was balling, so they got some
right.
money for him. It was a good deal,
Yeah, that
and
nigga nice.
he real cold. But
Mm.
with Zion, he's one of them players
Oh,
that's like
you ain't gonna
he
say
an
nothing.
asset.
Nah, for sure.
Crazy.
Yeah, but I think Zion was
So he not. So
getting
he's
Ja.
not gonna
That'll
get
be nice.
traded.
Zion kind of irreplaceable if he, especially if he could fucking get his health together.
No, okay, yeah, it's a one of one. But I thought he was supposed to get. I thought he was supposed to get traded out, and then we supposed to get like 3 people from him for
The
him.
Le, the LeBitch more like a agile Shaq. You heard me?
Yeah, a,
You know what Shaq was
a
doing?
agile, fragile Shaq. They said.
Yeah, fragile Shaq too. Agile, fragile. Get the fuck out! Nah, that's all facts though. No lies being told, bruh.
Nah, that would be crazy though, boy. Yeah, Tyron Morant. Like he is, but he like a New Orleans fan. He's from New Orleans. So he be acting.
They could shoot threes, but we ain't gonna have that many threes, huh? Like talk about it. We still got McCullum.
I don't
We
know.
still got CJ.
I don't know.
Yes, yeah, they still have
Oh
CJ.
yeah. That's baller. Baller's rights right there.
Yeah.
We lit. We get Morant. We got CJ McCullum and Zion. I mean, I ain't gonna say championship team, but them
AU should
bitches
run
gonna
up from
work.
here.
Them bitches
AU
gonna
should
work.
bust to the moon from here. It is at
Oh, so
AU.
you thinking it's biased now?
No, I knew it was already biased. I was just saying if it rejects from here, I'm gonna be at a great price for sales. But the way it's pushing up, it
Let this
should like
15-minute close or
boom.
just close.
It
All right,
should.
cool.
Now if it's not biased, yeah, this next 15
It's
minutes
selling
shit ain't
off
go.
now.
I know this next
It's
if we
trying.
are in sales, if we about to reject, This next 15 minutes should engulf the previous one. Hands down. I'm done.
Well, I don't know.
If we
Let's see.
don't, then
let's
I'm gonna
see.
be wrong. Real talk. Because
That
it is at a cream level. Like that bitch
If
should
anything
ran.
gonna pull back, it'll be AU. That bitch get on my nerves, dog. If anything gonna pull back, it will be that ugly motherfucker. So you're not in a bad position.
Man, what is a market that don't pull back? They all do that.
Exactly. But that bitch just got a tendency, you know. Because if we go look at AU, then go look at EU. Well, EU starting to pull back now too. At first, I was showing you how that bitch EU had that little green candle, AU just had that little red candle. But now they both red. I'm joking out. Nah. But EU trying to push up more than down.
Yeah, EU a whole different
like,
monster. EU, even though it's still going out the dollar, but if we look at the dollar, I know Euro and Australia is two different things. So the dollar's still dropping. So EU still be going up. AU should be going up. It's only about how much. Now, the dollar got a whole lot of clean traffic to go to. But basically, it's eating up that move it did at 2 a.m. on Monday.
I ain't even lying, brother. I'm low key. I don't want to say this like this, but I'm low key. Man, I'm about to get greedy in these bitches in a different sense, though. Like, it's kind of how you be doing your thing. Like, you don't give a fuck. You just got to go with that shit, brother. Like, if you see a move, take a move. Like
but if
fuck,
I'm
you
wrong,
going to miss out not making it.
Yeah, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But
right, the times you're right, that should be moving.
But I'm right. I'm gonna be stupid right. I'm like my level of
exactly.
I got so much range it could sell to before it even break out. Like if it break out to the downside, like I'm already up 120 pips.
Right, exactly.
So, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll take that L. Hey, good morning.
You just gotta go with that.
All right.
Go with that crap. All right, let's see.
That's 15 minutes to be bust with heavy volume. It's only 10:30, so should be still good though.
Yeah, everything. Ain't no real volume right now. Nothing for real. I'm being honest.
Nah, we just had that news push. Like I said, all the volume was overnight during the Asian session and pre-London, and then we had volume for the news. See, like, look,
niggas sleep.
Now that bitch should push up.
Yeah, everything pushing right now, bro. Everything pushing right now. EU trying to push, GJ trying to push. Hey, my goal move. That bitch not trying to push, but that bitch not negative. It's like break even.
47, 64, 64.
I'm about to get it in Germ 32. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a care. Let's go.
German 30.
That bitch been consolidating. I think it's probably accumulating more so.
Yep.
Oh, that 8 hour just closed too. That 4 hour just closed.
I would say
what you think?
I mean,
it could do anything from right here.
It could do anything right here, but unless it's like I said, German 30 a little different because it go up the stock market in Germany. So I don't know what the company's doing, but I would buy it. I'm right.
Everything else busting. Germ just kind of late to the party from the looks of it.
Like blindly, I would just buy it right now. That's me because it did all kind of pullback.
Nah, because I want to do that.
Tuesday last week it did a pullback. Wednesday last week. So
I want to do the same thing. I'm gonna do a little regular 0.2 position.
And then with that bearish engulfing, we should have been selling off. So that's another reason why I would buy.
All right, gold is busting now. Let's go. You said with a bearish engulfing?
Yeah, we had a bearish engulfing on the 4 hour on DEX, so we should have been selling off, but we didn't. Kind of hesitant right there, holding at 23.56. So I would be buying.
Like I said, like we always say, we don't know where it's going. That bitch gonna zigzag all day.
Yeah, you really
just gotta get in and find out. If you feel like it's gonna reject against you that much, you can either, like I said, start hedging. Because eventually it's gonna come back. If it's really the overall like indexes, You know it's gonna
Right.
come back to the top. Like look at NASDAQ. That bitch at an all-time high right now type shit. It's going, you know, like easily. Like you know, if you would have hedged from the top, you could have cut all that sales all the way to the bottom. Nah, took profits when you heard they was pausing the tariff war, took profits right there, waited, and your fucking original position to be back break even. Now you done made a couple racks. You heard me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm saying that shit, that hedging, dog. You just got the only thing about it is you can't be scared that it's doing this, it's on. You can't be too. You really gotta wait till 4-hour market close, 4-hour close, 4-hour close, 4-hour close. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
can't
That was the
be
key.
it's about
That
to
was
do
the key
this,
level.
it's about to do that, it's about. That's gonna take you out the hedge. That's gonna fuck you up. You really
And
gotta
you
wait
get
till you
you
hear
can do
something
that a lot
news.
on a smaller time frame. It's hard to do that on the 4 hours because you actually got to wait 4 hours for the candle to even print.
And that's the whole key. That's why
Yeah.
I'm saying don't be touching the shit. Leave the shit alone. Wait till news come out. Like something big like that made it go down. The same thing that made it reverse. Wait for that to make it go back up. Type shit. Like we heard the tariff pause. That's the only reason that shit started jumping back. Right?
Yep.
That was when it started jumping.
That's
So
everything
that's
started
when
turning
you take
around. Yeah.
profits. Like the reason it started going down was because of a tariff started.
Looking at the
Why would you
dollar.
get out of that position when the tariff paused? All right, bam, that makes sense. Like, let's get out the sales now. We've been overall sell. Let's go bullish because they paused it. You know what I'm saying?
When did
Like
they
that
say
makes
that though?
sense.
Like, what that like? That was
That was
Sunday.
that
Like,
April 6th or something like that. April 7th when
no,
they
no, I'm
first
talking
paused
about.
that shit.
No, I'm talking about when he said they chilling on it. Or they came to agreement.
That was like Sunday.
I know, but like, was it like late Sunday?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
after it opened. That was after the gap. That's what I'm saying. They wait until the shit happened to tell you what happened. You heard me? So you just gotta sometimes already be with the move type shit, you know. And then once they give you the news, then you could be like, all right, is this that for sure? You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to see why it pushed up so heavy. That's like a lot. I mean, I guess it's dead, but damn, it waited till 2 o'clock in the morning on Monday to do that. Why ain't do it on Sunday?
What?
The dollar, that 2 a.m. candle on Monday. Like, why did it push up so much? And 1 hour, like, what news release came out at 2 in the morning for the dollar?
That's when they released. That's probably around the time because they released that shit before 12, but you know they didn't react to it after 12 type shit.
Right.
That shit that was from that news, bro. All that's from that letter, that China letter, and the agreement that we made. That's all that's from. They made the news late. They sent us that shit like 8-9 o'clock at night, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 8-9 o'clock. So now you getting that news that late. Yeah, that shit gonna move at 1 o'clock type shit. 12-1. Wait till that next 4 hour to open. Boom. Take off.
Yeah, AU is pushing higher. This is stop out for me. I'm chilling now.
Wait, how AU pushing and EU not pushing? Okay, EU had me negative for a
Wait,
second.
what?
Just now. Yeah.
EU not pushing? Hold up.
Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with it yet.
EU
Because
should be
EU,
pushing.
I'm
EU
-6. That's the only position I got a negative in right now.
EU
Everything
more
else,
correlated than more negatively
GJ
correlated
pushing,
than
gold
AU.
pushing, DAX pushing. EU the only one negative. So I don't know. You could watch it probably.
Yeah.
Might watch that.
Yeah, EU should be more positive than AU. As far as on the bullish side.
Yeah, EU be doing a lot of fucking pullbacks too. That's why I kind of started peeping that shit. That's why I don't be fucking with it as much. I bitch like to pull back too, bro. That should be ridiculous. Just to go back.
I wonder what they got
Yeah,
going
EU
on.
pulling back. Yeah, everything doing them pullbacks. I don't know why AU not pulling back. GJ pulling back now too.
No.
Yeah, EU pulling back strong. I don't know, it might just be pullbacks though. Like we're saying, pullback. It ain't no reverse or nothing. At least not yet. I'm on a 15 minute. Just peeping these little small micro moves.
Right. Down until Monday, May 10th. Okay, let's go.
This shit was due for a pullback. Anyway, that bitch did like 6 green, 15 minutes in a row. You know
Oh,
they
you
ain't
talking
about to
about
let
E?
that
Yeah,
shit.
E.
Yeah, they ain't
Nah,
gonna let that
yeah.
shit go down.
But
That
you
bitch
got
due for one.
still got room to go up.
Yeah, all these months, it just
1,
started. To be
12.
honest, that
Yeah.
bitch just started pushing. Shit, just hold these mugs out and wait it out, see what they do.
Somebody said Donald Trump gonna speak soon and bring this down.
Hopefully, he push all my positions in positive, but real positive. Them bitches all go up $100. Niggas is taking profit on everything. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
In a buy position. Everybody pretty much going long on EU. AU still pushing higher.
Get over here.
Somebody said on AU, this pair is just big BS. It's like whenever you make crazy money from this pair, it gets manipulated.
AU?
Talking about AU, yeah.
Yeah, bro. We do it. Don't we fucking do it, brother? That's why I
Man,
don't
I
fuck with
love
that bitch.
AU, man. I love
If
AU.
anything, though, I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. I would have bought at 60. Even though it had that previous rejection, now it broke that bitch too, real good. I think it's gonna buy it. And I would have bought at 64.5 again. Like 64.4, 64.5. That would have been a good buy. But that's just what I see. Cause the
This
reason
might
I'm
be the
saying,
worst trip I ever
so you
traded.
gotta think,
Dang, why they hating on AU?
you
Somebody
gotta
said this
think,
might be the worst pair they ever traded.
yeah, I hate AU, son. Fuck AU. But
Dang, man.
at the same
I
time,
think me and Jay the
the
only one that
structure is
traded AU.
real. The structure real. It went to the bottom. It went
Right.
to 636. It went like to the what this is, a monthly high, I think I have marked. It went to the monthly high, and then that mug just never looked back. Three green bullish candles on the 8 hour. It hasn't even looked back since.
The AU is not relentless.
Yeah, that bitch
That bitch
gone, bro.
right.
That bitch gone. EU need to follow suit, and GJ too.
See, that's the only thing I don't like about AU. I don't like, but I understand that it's not 100% correlated with the dollar, though. So you got to take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
Like
and I just
AU
look
pushing up
at
more
the
than
structure
$1.79.
based off of the structure type shit. I should be able to hold it for a little while.
Right.
That's all I'm looking at. His ass. This bitch GJ won't play. That bitch trying to golf the whole 15 minutes. Let me see. I'm just looking around at some of this stuff. But this how it be. You get a lot of pullbacks at these late entries. I'm surprised AU didn't pull back though. That's crazy.
It's probably about to with a weekend. I don't know. I've been trying to read more of the manipulation that the market's been doing
Yeah,
because that's the only way they could get in the markets. So that's
right.
like some of the best things to study. If they the ones that move the markets, they got to manipulate to even get in and get out. And I did some research. They said hedge funds is probably out of all the large institutions, they're the ones that can move and manipulate the market the most. Not even the central
Yeah.
bank, not even the banks. It's the hedge
Bro,
funds.
head and where is that, bro? I'm telling you, bro.
They got the most
That
money
just-
and most manipulation.
because they are the ones they the ones holding the markets together.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, that's what I'm saying. They holding all the positions. So you got position at the highs. Why you think they bring it back to the highs? Because they got positions up there. You know what I'm saying? They trying to make new highs. So they just bring it down so they could hedge it out, make money on the sales. They probably put bigger money on themselves. You heard me? Boom, bring it down. Took profit at them lows. Boom, push that bitch back up. Put positions in at the lows. Now they got even better buys, and they still got their buys from up there type shit. You know what I'm saying? So now they pushing them buys all the way back up and they adding. You heard me?
I do
And they
not like
still
this data.
manipulating the market to get people out and back in. They still doing all that shit,
I know.
taking profits, then letting that shit drop, adding again. You heard me? Just pushing
That's
that
why I don't
bitch
like
up
how the
slowly but
daily look
surely
right now.
back to the top.
I really don't like how it looks. It's looking like that's not real. It's like I'm looking at a fake rolling. I can tell there's something wrong with it. But I respect it though, because I sure wish I would have got in at 9 o'clock last night.
I'm gonna try to be patient, dog, and just hold these because I'm tired of getting in and out the markets, dog. That shit's so stressing, so draining.
I mean,
For
you
me,
gotta. I feel
I
like.
can't do that shit.
Do you feel like you still a scalper at heart though? I mean, I know we trying to swing and everything, but you still feel like you a scalper?
On a slick because of the fact that I can't hold like easy.
That's what I'm
like,
saying. I think niggas. I think we should be focused on that more. Only because, and I wrote that in the message. Only because our equity is not $500,000.
Right, that's what I was saying last week. To the
Like,
same
I'm not
thing.
saying like change your strategy, but don't shy away from taking them small
Incorporate
profits.
scalps.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, especially while we be on the live, like utilize, like how you said, like get a large position. Don't go heavy on that large position, but use the rest of your equity just to scalp in the direction of that large position. So you hold in for the long term, but you scalping. And plus, while you scalping, you'll see that the larger position turn around, but you light on it. You're not heavy on that trade, so it's not gonna affect you.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Right. Like so that's what I was saying last week, right? What I like to do is I like to get a whole position. First, you add your whole position in. Then after you see that going well and you build structure above that, you know you can add again. Then you add your scalp position. So now the whole position is gonna be the best position. You know what I'm saying? That scalp position is gonna be the second position, and you kind of got in a little later, but you know it's gonna continue. So you're just gonna catch 100 point, whatever that is off of that. I don't know what the strategy is, but wherever you feel like you can take profit at, you take profit with that scalp, and then like in a sense of, you know how I look at the market in the sense of, oh, I don't know if it's gonna break right here or is it gonna reverse right here. So that with that being said, that's why you take profit with the scalp. But the whole position, you holding it. So if it come all the way back to break even, then that was the risk you was willing to take because that's the whole position.
Right, and you wasn't that heavy on it initially anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It was a small position.
It's not gonna.
And then the heavy position should have been, I think, the scalp. The scalp is where you go a little bit heavier.
Because you can go on. Yeah, because you're not gonna go to sleep on a scalp position. You're gonna be sitting at your computer and you're gonna be looking at it, looking at your phone, looking at it, and paying attention. And not only that,
thing with that,
that's your hedge right there. So if you on a whole position and you was up 30 pips and you see it's coming back down to break even, you can scalp that sell. You know, and make money while it's coming down instead of just sitting and losing. Right.
That's what I was saying. That hedge is a motherfucker. Because you could really fuck around and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever clever at the time. Like, so I don't know. Like, that's where my head at with it. Them scalps, though, I wouldn't a heavy position. Like I said, I like to do 0.02 per 500. If we talking equities, I think that's a 0.2 on a mini. Like you do a 0.2 per $500 you got in your account. If you got less, shit, do a 0.01, a 0.1. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm saying go heavy, just like double that scalp position. Don't do a 0.4. You know what I'm saying? 0.04 or some shit. Don't move that bitch up to a 0.08 from a 0.02. You know what I'm saying? Trying to scalp. You're gonna mess up your whole position. You feel me? Just like double it at the most. I think I wouldn't try to do too much more than doubling it, maybe tripling it. It depends on how good that motherfucker really look. You know what I'm saying? You could probably get a triple, but I wouldn't even recommend because your brain psychology got to be there to even hold a triple type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you might see that mother go negative $10 and you be like, man, that was too fast. That was 1 pip type thing. So you about to get out that position early, and as soon as you get out, because you're not so used to it going out so fast like that, you get out the position. If you would have just held it 5 more minutes, now you would have been up $40, $50. You know what I'm saying? 5 times that $10 you just got out. You feel me? Sometimes 10 times that. You heard me? And if you would have just held that, you feel me? So it's like I wouldn't go too big unless you know your psychology is willing to hold to the stop loss that you created for it. Type or deal. But yeah, man, hedge it, man. So if these positions right here, for example, don't hit my stop loss, on their way to the stop type shit, and I just know these mugs not going my way no more, I can hedge it until I feel like, okay, that was a fake out on the sales. Let me get out them hedges, and I could continue doing what I was doing. I could probably add a buy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. At the low. Yeah. We get it though. It's all coming together, brother.
Yeah, overall, like I said, it's come with time, man. You just keep looking at the same pair, you gonna understand when stuff just look weird. Stuff just starts sticking out like a sore thumb. You're like, hold up, why it went this high?
It just hit the last daily high, I think, at 64.7, and is rejecting slightly. Is that a daily? Yeah, it's a daily high. Mark right there.
That's the high of the week right now.
That's the daily high from December 9th. I got that mark from way back then, but it's a high. And then
wait, December 9th?
Yeah. I'm reacting off of that December 9th high. Literally hit it to the T at 64.715. I bitch hit that bitch and start rejecting. I keep these mugs sometimes. It depends on the if it's like a week. If it's a weekly high, I keep it longer. If it's a daily high, I keep it, for about a few months. If it's a weekly, I probably keep it for like damn near half a year type shit. Come here, girl.
Sure.
And if it's like a hourly high, I probably keep it for like a week, 2 weeks. It depends. So it could be lows, highs. All right, gold. Let them know. Show these other pairs what to do. Because they apparently lost.
Come back. Come on.
Get your... Didn't I just tell you don't go over there?
Boy, dog, just like a kid. Exactly like you talk to it.
These GJ, what you doing?
Nasdaq is running, boy.
Bro, you see that, huh?
Golly. For an index to be up 1.5%, that's crazy.
US 30 not even doing that right now. Like
they down 0.5%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. US 30 not even pushing.
See, that's why I be like, how US 30 down 0.5%, but NAS 100 up 1.5%? Like, what's all in US 30 for it to be down?
Well, US 30 has the top 30 companies, and NASDAQ got the top 100 tech companies. You see what I'm saying? So it's like two different fields for real. Like US 30 dealing with every company, so that big got outside
including
of tech.
Yeah.
So it got outside of tech as well, and that shit could be doing bad.
That's exactly what I mean. I mean, the medical and everybody else is like probably down 20%.
I'm about to tell you right now. Damn, Netflix up 2.7%. That's a tech, huh?
Pretty much.
AMD is up 3.7%, AM 3.6%. Advanced Micro Devices Inc. I think that's also tech. See, so yeah, NASDAQ busting. Let's see, if we go into US 30, we have Carnival Corporation up 1.8%, Live Nation Entertainment up 2%, AMC up 2.2%, But we have UNH, United Health Group Incorporated, down 15.8%.
Wow.
So
I just
that's
said medical was
probably,
down 20%. I
yeah.
just said that.
So that's what it is. That's the only thing I'm looking at that's like,
Dang, that's
that bitch
crazy.
down $59.6.
Wow.
$59.60 is at $319 a share right now.
Inflation
Caterpillar
data.
is up 3.5%. So yeah, everything is kind of break even and up and down. Johnson Johnson down 3.6%.
Dang.
Amgen is down 1.5%. So yeah, they got a few things that's
Is that like
down, but
typical though? Like the medical field don't get no bullish
I
push
don't be
during the
seeing it.
summertime?
I don't be checking.
Yeah. I would think the medical field probably be more profitable in the wintertime when everybody's sick. Especially like Johnson and Johnson and Pfizer and all that.
Oh yeah, EU push, bitch. Excuse my French.
Yes,
Push, gang. I don't know what Gigi is doing. And they gonna push though. Yeah, go with
Chinese
Germ.
equity.
Germ looking crazy.
Yeah, nobody on. Why you don't trade the Chinese equities?
No, HK something. What is it?
Yeah, they said
HBK?
they busted
Yeah, I don't fuck
after
with
that
them.
terrorist crap.
Probably. Yeah, fuck them though. I'm sorry. I just traded a lot of stuff. And they shit used to be so janky, bro. Like they didn't move at all. They shit used to just and then they had like little spikes where it'd be like instant, like yo should have dropped $30 and jump back up. Like what the fuck? Yeah, so nah, fuck them. They do like France too. Fuck them too. They be doing some janky shit like yo shit. You FRA, boy, you'll be in that bitch. Yo should have dropped $50. Then that bitch will go back up. But the whole time it's still bullish now. But yo should have go negative just to get niggas out. And they'll do it instant. Like I'm talking about a gap in the middle of the day for no reason. You think we janky? Go trade FRA. Like I done traded all the equities. That's why I only fool with the ones I fool with.
Right.
But I mean, it's probably a new day, you know. I ain't even tell it.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking with them. I ain't fucking with them. Alright, so yeah, I don't know. Dax is looking a little sketch.
Everybody's saying gold is crazy nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, gold didn't used to move like this. I
I
remember when it started.
I'm saying, I ain't saying no more signal. Remember when gold was bullet? Everybody has buy here, sell here. Now it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm jamming dirty. What you doing, dirty?
So yeah, AU did exactly what I said it had to do. After that first hour push, it gave us another hour bullish candle.
Yeah, I'm push.
That's what it's supposed to
push. It's trying to break that high.
If it didn't do that, I would have been good for themselves. But see how I was like either or. I gotta do this or that.
You can get with this. You can get with that.
Right.
But this is where it's at. All right. Oh no.
That's crazy, but I am about to run that high. Let me push we got. We got another 42 pips until it gets to the high. 64.
You can get with this,
90.
or you can get with that. Cause this is where it's at. All right, oil is
Yeah.
trying to push up. I might start trading oil again.
I got nervous, boy. I was off the highway on one of these gas stations. I'm gonna say 311. I was like, wait, hold up. Yesterday was 270 something.
Man, I
And
mean,
then
it's going back up.
no, because I drove around, I saw it is still 270 something, 260. But in certain areas off the highway, they'll raise the gas prices just because they know when people taking the exit and they traveling, they want to squeeze them out their money. But if you drive more into the city, you get a cheaper price.
I'm about to say in some spots they got the price cheap price.
Man.
I'm gonna try to hold everything for one more 30 minutes. I might let oil close today. Let's see how it closes on the daily. Trade it tomorrow.
And you is going to. Oh no, that's gold.
That's an ugly 30 minute.
Definitely gonna reach for previous daily high, the previous weekly high.
Oil is busting.
Wow. It's the last 4 hours. And we ain't had no pullbacks. So it's the last hour. And we had a pullback right when the market opened. But that was the news.
Oh, I think they like me. I think they like. I said, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, bitches pulling back.
Just gonna keep going up. London. London low. Still keep going up.
So this is what I like to do too sometimes. Get in a few positions and hold them for like an hour. And then the ones that's going good, keep those. The ones that's going bad, get rid of. And just hold the rest of them.
That's a real good observation. Like that's using time on your side. Like most trades you get in supposed to go on a profit like quick as a volume. Like ain't nobody in here trading at 230 when the volume is
11 o'clock.
That's what I'm saying. So you trading around the time when the volume is heavy. So you at that hour, yeah, you should want to see some money. And if not, yeah, close it out because that just means it's consolidated. You've been sitting that long.
And then definitely something good traders do is they identify what kind of trade it is they're getting into before they like if this is a scalp, this is a hole. So that way you know you can't even leave this alone because it's a scalp position, you know. Certain things like that. But if it's a good hole, you just can leave it for a few hours, expecting to hold it anyway.
Right. So what you got? So what you in? NAS and
Me?
GJ.
I'm in GJ, EU, gold, and German.
Nice. So basically, all across the field, ain't nothing move can't affect you. Everything, yeah, everything.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Really would have had everything you do that. You don't trade the S&P on?
No, but I probably start just trading that one because it's the least volatile. I just put a 0.0, put a dollar for dollar on that bitch and just go with it. Like gold, like I'm doing with gold right now. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
I don't think nobody trade US 30.
I mean, I trade it from time to time because it gives good structure, bro. That bitch just set you up so nice sometimes. And you could just get real good points out the moment. It just depends. These indexes look like they're trying to sell off on the slide from these highs. Gold is trying to push up. It looks really good for buys. Maybe adding a position. I don't know what GJ does.
Yeah, gold look good. I was trading gold, add buys.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That look good for add-ons on the slide.
And it didn't break that structure from the previous back in May 1st.
Let's see.
They just wick down there.
Yeah, and
I don't believe that.
If you look at the 4 hours and go from previous.
You need some more water in the cup?
That's a good picture.
What did it close?
We can put a little extra water in
I'll wait 15 minutes or so, see how this 15-minute close out. Because these equities look stupid.
Yeah. I guess Trump ready to announce a shocking statement. What they talking about, boy? See, they be tripping with some about Trump ready to announce a shocking statement today. But don't give no channel, no time.
No context.
Like, no context. It just be, I could say that. Yeah.
All right, so GJ starting to look stupid. Probably had to swing up out there. That bitch continue.
What you got in it?
Around 196.2, something like that, probably.
Shit, I don't like it's doing too dumb. Like it, I would wait to see what it look like around 195.9.8 because it already rejected it right when it did that engulfing at 8 o'clock in the morning, but it didn't sell off from there.
195 point what?
195.9 and 8 up in there, like, because it got like, I don't know why I got this line, but it respected this line. I got the trend line at 195.82. I mean a horizontal, like a resistance line. I don't know why I wrote it.
I have one at 195.87, something like that.
That's crazy. Yeah, so it's,
I'm about to tell you, I know it's a monthly, I think it's a monthly high.
It got to be something long term, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, this is from way 2015, Wednesday, July 1st.
Yeah,
like way back there. That's a monthly high though. This is based off because that was a real high swing. You see what I'm saying? So it swung real low after it came to this position. So that's why I count this as like a very strong. That's why see what I'm saying? So monthlies could a monthly high, I could probably keep that for a long time, depending on, because it never been back to this point before until now. So it's like, that makes sense.
I know the last time when GJ was
I'm saying like this area
like
recently. 2024, 2020, yeah. In March, it ain't come back to been there since 2024. Like it got back to this area is what I'm saying. So
right.
That's why it was marked off. Yeah. I'm not liking how
GJ looks stupid. Monitor this shit in the chat.
You still selling AU?
I got back in, but I was
I'm about to say it looked like
that was in drawdown. I was sitting here sweating bullets, but I got back in. This is my third time. I done got out twice because I was seeing it push up. But if I would have held my first
Yeah.
entry, it still would have been decent-ish. But we'll see. We'll see what it does.
I'm trying to be patient.
Yeah.
You heard me? But that bitch dropping, GJ dropping ugly, and I'm assuming German 30 try to do that same thing. But
You
I'm
just
like I
the
said, I'm
only
probably
reason you just bought the highs. That's why. GJ
right.
got every right to come. Like I said, 195.9. They got every right to come way down now. You just don't want it to go under 1954. If it go down there, then and it closed. But I'm looking at the 15 minute. So you gotta look at the hour. And the hour
Yeah, I'm
really,
on the hour. That bitch engulfing. That's why I'm saying it golfed the last hour body. And it ain't been nothing but 11 minutes.
true. So that could be
A fake out?
It could be. That could be enticing people into sales. Like that, and that's what I'm saying. It could go all the way down to 1958. That's what really entice people to sell. But they go fade that and go right back up. I'd be looking at stuff like that. Like, why is it engulfing the first hour? Like
Right.
first, like you said, 11 minutes. It's engulfing. So it's like,
Yeah, I be
where is it
thinking
gonna
that'd be
go
like a
to?
fake out.
If
Like, why you
but
doing
then
it so
again,
fast?
if everybody was in buys and the whole thing was in buys, then that previous 1 hour wick would have got filled in the first 11 minutes. And then they would have swept that and sold off it. Most likely.
It just started selling instantly at the hour. Close. You didn't even try to close that wick out. What you think that be?
What, on GJ on the hourly?
On an hour, yeah. Like the way, like you just said, it didn't close that wick. What you thought that meant?
I would think, I would think that your trade that you bought would have been right, especially extremely right, if this first 11 minutes would have been up and close that wick. But then again, I look at the hourly like, okay, what it's going to do in the first 30 minutes is what it's going to do in the last 30 minutes. And right now, so far, it's gone on 15 minutes, and we selling off. So it's just like looking at two 15-minute candles. Like, how far is this sell-off going to get us? And looking at the 15-minute, I could see it coming all the way down to 195.9.
Right.
So how would that look like on a 1 hour? 195.9. That's pretty much about as low as it just went. 195.
They really went to 195.4.
Yeah, 0.9291. 195.92.
What you looking at?
On GG. 195.92. So yeah, it'll be engulfing that candle, but
when you seen it go down there?
It didn't, but on the 15-minute, it looked like it can go down there. It didn't do it yet, but it does like it could.
Okay, I got you.
But also on the 15-minute, if it does go down that far and continues to drop, what you don't want is for it to close under 195.4 or really 0.5. You don't need to close. But by that time, you've probably been already out of the buy by that time.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it though. I'm gonna probably hold it for right now. Because it could still shoot right back up, just getting people out. They buys. Gold still busting. Oh, you can't buy the equity. Well, I mean, these futures. You better get on this shit.
Fast. You gotta get on gold futures.
Yes, sir. Yeah, brother.
We'll wrap this bitch up, man. We're gonna be back tomorrow and see what the hell.
Ain't no doubt.
That boy Trump will say something. I doubt it.
We gonna see.
We gonna see.
Whatever he say, I'm in. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right.
Stay up, G.
You already know. Peace.